Aquarius, this is Gypsy Spirit here with you doing your monthly reading for January 2019, or 2019, I'm sorry. I've already drawn your cards, Aquarius, and they're very, very interesting cards, I have to tell you. Let's get started. I'm using the Alice in Wonderland deck for your tarot, and the angel, I do a bonus card drawing for you from my angel deck and also from my flower cards. Love the flower cards because they just have beautiful positive messages for you. But let's get started because this is pretty interesting. Aquarius, I see, as soon as I shuffled your cards and laid them out, for some of you, that doesn't mean everybody, but for some of you, you're going through a divorce or something of legal that you're going through. For many of you, I was picking up divorce. For others, it could be some other type of legality that you're having to go through. Because I got the Queen of Swords. And this is telling me that you have just, the Swords is all about coming to a crossroads, making decisions, and your queen is always in control. So this card is telling me that, you came to a standstill and you decided that you were going to take control of your life. That whatever it is that you had been dealing with, you're done. And I guess another good way to kind of describe the queen, in a good way, that her bitches on, the claws are coming out. You're not standing for any bullshit from anybody, period. So you're leaving all the drama and the nonsense behind you, and you are ready to move forward and let people know that you mean business. Now, the next card is a little confusing because it's the King of Swords. And you may be in a situation right now where you're wanting to get some legal advice and are trying to look for an authoritative male figure to help you through whatever it is you're going through. And something's telling me that you're not really listening. You're not listening to any advice or taking any kind of legal counsel. And it could just be that you're at a point where you're ready, or you had thought about separation, divorce, whatever, for quite some time, and once you got to that point where you just were done, now you're ready to start thinking about the process of it all and what you have to do, but you're not quite there yet. You may have people giving you advice on what to do, and you may be taking some of it in, but then there's a part of you that just really wants everybody to shut their fucking mouth and let you alone, and you know what you need to do, and you're going to do it. Your Three of Wands is in your next card right here. And this is telling me that you're waiting. It's like you're waiting for the right moment to do what you got to do. So you've been able to piece together what it is that you want to, where you need to be. You are well aware of what you're not going to put up with anymore in your life. You're ready to move away from toxic people. You mean business, and maybe you're not listening to, or maybe you're just not ready to take on legal counsel or advice from others. You're still trying to figure it out. And the Three of Wands is telling me that you're waiting for the perfect time to move forward in doing what you got to do to make the changes that you need to change. But I will also tell you that your flower card is a beautiful card here. I love it. It's the Bleeding Heart. So yeah, you're emotionally healing. It is safe for you to let go of old emotional pain. And by doing so, you allow your heart to mend. So also with this, as you're waiting to come into the right time to take action, you're also needing to allow that pain to heal, the emotions to heal, because sometimes when we're too emotional, well, I mean, I'll give you a good example. When I went through a breakup 3 years ago, I mean, my emotions were everywhere. I was so angry with my ex-boyfriend and hurt and just couldn't believe that he did the things that he did. Hell, I burnt all his clothes, and so you're trying, the bleeding heart is trying to tell you that, your emotions are being healed, and you may be waiting for that to happen, or for a good part of you to be healed before you can move forward, because you don't want to be burning anybody's clothes. You don't want to be doing anything stupid. The Queen of Swords is telling me that you have a sound mind and you're ready to move forward, but you need to think about what you're doing first before you go ahead with the final plans. But your angel card, Ariel, she's so beautiful. She's telling you new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So this card is really advising you that, with all of the things that are going on in your world right now, it's really time to meditate and tap into your spiritual gifts. And I got to tell you, when I saw this card, something really hit me hard, because I have a lot of friends that are psychics and do a lot of what I do, and so many of us were married. I was married for 13 years, and there were a very strong Christian background in this marriage. I mean, we were, very firmly believed in Christian beliefs and everything. And something happened when I started having an awakening, and we were no longer on the same page. And I will never forget the day that I realized that my husband at the time, he and I were on completely different, we weren't even in the same book, let alone the same page, as far as our spiritual beliefs anymore. And that was the day that I knew that it was time for me to start thinking about getting out of this marriage. And that could be, I mean, as soon as I drew this card, Ariel, that was the first thing that came to me, that there are some of you that are in that same situation. That's why I say, you're not quite ready for legal advice, and you're waiting for the right time to really start making your move. You're allowing, the bleeding heart is giving you positive advice that your emotions are being healed, so that you can get to a point in your life where you can do this and do it with grace. And you've got, for some of you that are in the situation that many of my friends were in, or that I was in at one time, you're having new awakenings. We go through relationships, and often in the relationships, they're meant to help heal us, or to help us learn more about ourselves. And so it could be that you're coming out of a marriage or a very long relationship, because you're realizing that you're on a different path. You're on a different spiritual path. And that things in your life are beginning, your whole perspective is beginning to change. And when it's no longer in sync with the other person, then, you're no longer, together, yoked together, if you will. So, that's what's happening for you, Aquarius, and for many of you. In January 2019, and this is a really good time. We're still like right at Christmas time, but it's really a good time to reflect on, maybe the past, and allow, get yourself a bleeding heart plant if you can, or just have a picture of it, and allow that by looking at that, allow it to transform, and the vibration of that to connect with you and help heal those emotions, so that you can really come into your true authentic self and realize what it is that you need to do and come to new understandings of what has to take place so that you can get to that place in your life where you really want to be. And so that's what January 2019 is bringing to you. So I wish you well, Aquarius. And if you like what you heard, please hit the like button. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, because I give daily messages, please hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like a personal reading, please go to my website at www.gypsyspiritcharleston.com. Thank you so much. And until I see you next time, I wish you to have a very magical day. Bye-bye.